Hello and welcome to Hybrid Real Estate Investing, brought to you by Real Home Solutions. I want to start by thanking you for your time. I really appreciate you taking a few minutes of your busy schedule to watch this video. Hybrid investing is a great fit for anyone looking to build wealth passively in today's real estate market with more profit and less risk. Many people just like you are making safe, substantial gains with this unique investing model. In this video overview, I'll go over a new business model to capitalize on the 2020 real estate market and survive the next recession. You'll learn about the pros and cons of different real estate investing strategies and how to choose the right real estate for your investment portfolio, and how you can replace your income and retire in comfort with cash flowing real estate without finding, fixing, filling, or managing the properties yourself. So who's this presentation for? This is for people who want safe and consistent profits. This is the closest thing to a bank CD that pays you double-digit interest. If you want a higher return than REITs and syndications are paying, plus the tax advantages that come with owning investment property, and you don't want your money tied up for very long, then this is for you. This is for people who want passive income. If you stay up late and watch infomercials, you'll see the pitches for real estate business systems. This isn't one of them. This is an investment, and the best investments are passive. This is for people who don't want to reinvent the wheel. It took us thousands of hours of doing things the hard way to establish the strategy and partnerships to make this work smoothly. If you want to piggyback on our hard work and make it easy, then this is for you. And this is for people who don't want to outlive their money. If you're nearing retirement and you need to make money faster in order to catch up, this is how you can significantly accelerate growth without taking on more risk. The problem as we see it is that traditional retirement planning has failed us. More than 80% of Americans are behind schedule. The stock market is at the end of an 11-year bull run, and investors are experiencing sharp losses and extreme volatility. Stop and think for a minute. Are your current investments hedged for unexpected shifts in the market? I believe the key to successful investing isn't in predicting where the market is going, but rather in understanding how markets behave in different scenarios and being prepared for what happens. There's no such thing as good and bad timing, only good and bad strategies. And we're going to share our strategy with you today. So why real estate? We like real estate because it's a tangible asset and people will always need a place to live. A correctly purchased income property will provide you with positive cash flow month after month. And over the past 80 years, average real estate values have continued to appreciate. With investment property, you're allowed to deduct mortgage interest, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, repairs, professional fees, and depreciation. But the best part is, real estate allows you to buy with leverage, and it's also a hedge against inflation. So what about the current market? The real estate market is strong, and the current conditions are dramatically different than in 2008. Housing is actually helping to keep the economy propped up. And it's worth noting that in most recessions, real estate values did not decline and rents went up. With new bank regulations in place and the Fed buying mortgage-backed securities, we won't see such a dramatic drop like we did back in 2008. And with low rates and high demand, we're extremely confident in our method. Now, the types of properties you buy and where you invest also matters. We purchase nice properties in B-class neighborhoods with good schools in expanding and linear markets. We don't see large price swings in these micro markets, and homes priced below median are affected less in a market downturn. And as an extra layer of protection, our houses are pre-sold at a profit before we purchase. Right now, you want to stay away from the luxury market as well as neighborhoods with a high ratio of rentals. High-end homes take a big hit in a recession, and with millions of people out of work and all the forbearances, we're likely to see a wave of short sales and foreclosures. We feel that most people will be able to hold on to their personal residence, but a lot of landlords are scrambling to offload their non-performing properties. With everything that's going on, more people than ever need our help. The demand is there and people are wanting to buy homes. But the banks are making it harder for the average person to qualify for a mortgage. As you'll see, these conditions create the perfect storm for our investing model. So why would you want to partner with Real Home Solutions? The number one mistake we see investors make is going it alone. They either spend months learning about real estate investing but never actually invest, or if they do, they often lose money on their first deal. Investors who partner with us have instant access to our experience, systems, tools, resources, research, and expansive network. As a team, we've done hundreds of deals and spent thousands of hours developing our unique investing system. We make real estate investing easy, and we do it with a team that wants to help you make the right decisions so you earn a great return while mitigating risk. So who are we? I'm Toby Hansen. My business partner James Brown and I were both approaching midlife, and neither of us had near enough saved for retirement. We needed a plan, and we needed to do something now, or we would have to lower our lifestyle. We were frustrated with the volatility of the stock market and decided to prioritize safety and control over our investments. We knew that real estate had created more millionaires than any other asset class, so we started researching every investing method out there. We knew we didn't want to deal with tenants, trash, or toilets, and we didn't want to create another job by rehabbing fixer-uppers. We needed something that would provide good profits, passive cash flow, and the ability to build long-term wealth. The result was hybrid real estate investing. After evaluating over a dozen real estate investing methods and ranking them according to risk, ROI, involvement, and difficulty, no single method stood out. That is until we combined flipping and buy and hold into a single strategy. Fix and flip is an active strategy that comes with some risk, but usually are rewarded with a nice profit. Buy and hold is a more passive strategy, but there can be some work and risk involved when dealing with tenants. But the strategy requires a long time to see any significant income. We have found a way to combine both of these tried-and-true methods into a hybrid model that keeps all the benefits and manages to eliminate the major drawbacks of each. Let me explain. You can make a nice profit flipping houses and there are no tenants to deal with, but you can lose your shirt due to unexpected repairs, unscrupulous or incompetent contractors, or when the house just won't sell and you're paying 14% interest to a hard money lender. So fix and flips are good for periodic cash infusions, but can quickly go downhill unless you happen to be a general contractor and actually like doing the work yourself. Buy and holds are a more passive strategy and can create good cash flow and long-term appreciation with some great tax benefits, but no one wants to get stuck with replacing big-ticket items like a roof or a furnace or having to do a major rehab after evicting nightmare tenants. Historically, having rentals was a low-risk and passive way to build wealth, but recent conditions have changed that. Our method solves all of these issues. Instead of looking for houses that need work and then looking for a tenant or a buyer, we find and approve a tenant buyer who's going to lease the house and then buy it at a predetermined price within a set time frame. They're good people with good income and a large down payment, but are currently unable to qualify for a mortgage. The issue could be that they're self-employed or started at a new job. Maybe they went through a divorce or have a minor credit issue that just needs time to clear. We screen them thoroughly with the help of our lending partners before accepting them into our program. Once approved, we have them pick out a nice home in a nice neighborhood that needs little to no work. Then we buy the house and sell it to our pre-screened buyer using a lease option. The really nice thing here is we're getting anywhere from 5 to 15% down, non-refundable, from the tenant buyer as an option fee, and we have a signed lease purchase agreement from day one, so there's no holding costs, and we cash flow right away. Then we help them get mortgage qualified so they can secure their own financing to buy the home within a year or two, and we make a nice profit for doing so. After a while, we realized we could help others invest using the same method, so we had a decision to make. We could start a fund and pay investors 8 to 10% on their money, we could split deals 50-50, or we could let people invest directly in deals that we put together and take a small cut. We went with option 3 because we believe that what comes around goes around. So if we work together, you'll get an upfront, non-refundable option fee from the buyer when you purchase the property. This frees up more of your money to potentially do more deals. You also get monthly cash flow like a rental, but without the headaches, and a nice back-end profit, just like a flip. You see, our deals are reverse engineered for success. You will have a signed lease and a pre-screened buyer ready to move in the day you close, and you'll know how much profit you'll make when they exercise their option to purchase. These are short-term deals lasting anywhere from 6 months to 3 years. And the best part is, you own the property and retain the tax benefits until they buy. Our clients are a cut above. Unlike typical renters, they have an owner's mindset because they pay an option fee of at least 5% of the purchase price. This significant skin in the game greatly reduces any risk of them not paying because they stand to lose tens of thousands of dollars. Plus, they're responsible for all the maintenance and most of the repairs, and we have some great home warranties, so you don't need to pay for expensive property management or have to deal with any of that yourself. Because of this, you're more like the bank than a landlord, and all of the cash flow goes straight to the bottom line. You'll collect higher than average rents and a nice profit when the tenant buys. They're willing to pay a premium because we are giving them help and time to qualify. Meanwhile, your mortgage is being paid down until the tenant cashes you out with a new loan in 1 to 3 years. Or you could offer seller financing and collect principal and interest payments well into the future for an even bigger return. The strategy's strongest benefit is in our ability to structure the ultimate win-win for the investor. You're able to lock in the highest reasonable sales price without real estate fees when you sell. If the tenant ends up buying the home, you win. If the tenant doesn't buy the home, you also win because you keep the option fee and you get to redo the lease-to-own program with a new tenant, and we're with you every step of the way. Here's how this works. We find and screen a tenant buyer. We underwrite the end buyer just like the banks do with the help of our approval team. We are looking at income, assets, credit report, bank statements, W-2s, pay stubs, and tax returns. We put together a proprietary report that shows what they need to do from A to Z to get a mortgage down the line. This helps ensure that they'll be mortgage qualified by the end of the lease period. In step 2, we help the tenant pick out their new home. They choose a home on the open market within our parameters and their approved budget. Step 3, we present the deal to you, the investor. You look at real numbers, not estimates, and decide if you want to do the deal. If it meets your criteria, we help you make an offer on the home and you acquire the property. Typically with conventional financing, but you can also use a 401k or IRA. Step 4, you receive anywhere from 5 to 15% down from the tenant buyer's non-refundable option fee and immediate cash flow. And finally, in step 5, our team helps the tenant buyer get qualified for a mortgage, so you collect your back-end profit and everybody's happy. Let's look at an example. The investor buys the house picked out by the tenant buyer for $400,000 using a traditional mortgage. The lease purchase price for the tenant buyer is $420,000. The markup is based on the average appreciation in the area. The tenant buyer pays a $20,000 non-refundable option fee before closing. Our fee for putting the deal together and helping the tenant get qualified is $6,000. The investor keeps $14,000. So our investor's net investment is $66,000 instead of $80,000 with a traditional rental. The investor receives $457 in monthly cash flow for an 8% cash-on-cash return. And remember, that's net. We don't have to worry about utilities, lawn care, snow removal, or repairs. And finally, a 38% year one return on investment. We also do deals out of state. On a deal we did in Minnesota, the investor paid $285,000 and they're selling it at $308,000. The tenant buyer had $30,000, so the investor collected an upfront option fee of $23,000 after our cut of $7,000. So his net investment was only $34,000. He gets $460 in monthly cash flow for a 16% cash-on-cash return and a 66% year one return on investment. Okay, let's talk about risk for a minute. With any investment, there's always some risk, right? The tenant could stop making payments, the buyer may not qualify at the end of the term, or the house might not appraise for the agreed upon sales price. What I can tell you is that we have been doing this for years, and we have systems in place to mitigate these risks, and it's really something where I'd love to jump on a call with you or meet face to face and go through this with you individually, because we've had solutions for all of these possible situations. Now, what can you expect when working with us? You can expect to be matched with deals that match your specific criteria. We don't just blast out every deal we get. We want to work with a core group of investors and do many deals together. So we tailor our marketing to find deals that match what you're looking for. You can expect to earn safe, consistent, double-digit returns. Most of our deals are north of 20% and some are as much as 80%. Plus, your investment is secured by a hard asset. You own the property 100%. You'll receive 3 paydays. You'll get a non-refundable option deposit at closing, monthly income, and a nice profit when the tenant secures financing. And we're with you every step of the way. You'll get regular updates from us regarding the progress of the tenant as we help them get ready to buy. And you'll get our ongoing expert guidance so you achieve your investing goals. Being an investor partner can be a great way for you to participate in the real estate market without having to take on the full workload of sourcing properties, negotiating deals, dealing with tenants, title issues, or complicated paperwork. Our goal is to allow our clients to reap the benefits of owning investment properties without devoting their precious time and resources. So all you do is collect a check every month, leaving you time to focus on the rest of your life. And we do this by making it easy for you to purchase the right property at the right price with a unique investing strategy while managing risk and protecting your capital. Our process is simple. We start with a call to answer all of your questions and establish your investing goals and preferences. We want to make sure you're a good fit for what we do. We want you to be completely comfortable working with us. Next, we create deals based on your criteria and send them to you for your approval. And you start investing with confidence in a profitable outcome. Here's everything you get as an investor partner. We start with your personalized real estate investor roadmap. We'll establish your goals and criteria and help you create a customized investment plan with an annual review. Once we've created your plan, we'll notify you as qualified deals come up. You'll get a tax consultation with our personal CPA, so you take advantage of all your deductions and plug any tax leaks. The Black Swan account is your sleep well at night account. It's an ultra-safe place to store your cash that earns a guaranteed rate of return and acts as a force multiplier for your investments. And with Cash Offer Pro, you get access to our secret weapon that allows you to make a cash offer to sellers that gets converted into a 30-year mortgage after closing. So you get the lowest price possible and the best chance of getting your offers accepted. Altogether, this is a $10,000 value, and you get it all free as an investor partner. Hybrid real estate investing is a simple real estate formula that can bring you long-term financial success. If you're ready to ditch traditional retirement planning and begin to build wealth with real estate, then let's get on a brief call to see if we're a fit and get all your questions answered. Go to hybridrealestateinvesting.com/call to get on our calendar. By the way, we love working with good people and helping them reach their investing goals. We truly believe that when you're making good money, you can do good things. Therefore, if you introduce us to someone that decides to work with us, we'll gladly pay you a cash referral. Okay, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time and look forward to meeting you.